Well, folks, hello, welcome back to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet, and welcome to our ATS career mode save with the Custard Haulers US. It is almost 7 in the morning. You can see we are going to get a lovely sunrise. We've got Almond boxes on our back, and we are going to be heading into Missouri. Yes, the Missouri DLC has dropped. We're currently in Junction City in Kansas, so we'll do a little drive across Kansas, and then we'll get to the Missouri border. And we'll see what it's all about. I'll show you the route and then we'll get off. So the route that we're going on, we might do a little bit of a look over here just so we can have a look what these things are. I'm not entirely sure before we get going. Then we come through past Topeka, through Kansas City. Looks like there's a few things to pick up in Kansas City, and then south towards Springfield in the southern part of Missouri. So we are going to talk, we'll get in the cab, but we're going to talk about exactly what what's in the Missouri state, what they've put into it. We talk about achievements. We'll talk about the new events that's going to be that's part of the release of this DLC. So lots and lots of stuff to talk about. So excited about this. It's also the first time I have gone through. I'll have some light, shall we? First time we've actually gone through a release in ATS. We've done it a lot in ETS too. And if you are new to the channel and you like the idea of that, a nice big career mode that we're doing, well, yeah, why not head down into the playlist. We've got a big oldie ETS2 career mode, almost 150 episodes for that. So if you fancy travelling around Europe with me, from someone right at the start who hadn't got a clue what was going on to someone now who's, well, a little bit more knowledgeable about trucking, yeah, I'd love to see you there. But please, as this is new and new on the This new DLC has just dropped. It would be massively helpful if you could hit a little bit of a like and on the video just to get it seen, and also drop a comment down below. And what I'm going to ask you to do is to give me your random fact that you know about Missouri. Now, if you don't have, no, $40. That's not too bad. Now, if you don't have a random fact, that's fine, because you can just go and find one. Best facts. So we'll go through the all of the facts that we find, and the best ones we will share. Let's go and have a look what this is all about. What is this? We are in Junction City, which feels like a sort of place they didn't really understand how to name. A lot of Kansas feels like that. That's a very old looking church. Junction City Centre. Oh yes, just ahead of us. Yeah, that almost looks like a church in England. That's mad. Very, very nice. Look at that. It looks pretty historical, actually. Got a bit of bowling going on there. Random archway. Bloke sitting on top of it. Looks fairly important. Is that like a soldier back in the day? I mean, this looks very, 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 very nice, doesn't it? I don't know what I was expecting in Junction City. Oh, there's the War Memorial. Yeah. A lot of people named on that. I wonder if the names are actually the names that they have on the real War Memorial. That would be an awesome little nod to those who have fallen, wouldn't it? Well, that was pretty cool. And we'll get to see what this church is all about. Can't see anything coming. What is this church? Because that is so weird. Look, for like church-wise, I do not expect to see this sort of thing. Where is it? St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church. Right, folks, let's drive on a bit. I'll see you very soon. So we're going to get out of this, and then I'm going to do a little bit of a time lapse. And then we'll get all the way to, I think, probably all the way to Kansas City. We'll see, and then we'll come back, and I want to talk then a little bit about some of the stuff that's we're going to find in the new DLC. So I'll see you in a second, folks. Well, folks, we have driven a whole bunch. We have just arrived at Kansas City, which actually comes up for both the Sunflower State and the Show Me State, so it fits in both states. Did not realise that. One of the things I did notice, actually, there's one of the rather interesting delivery sites on the east side of Kansas City, which is kind of cool. So we're just coming up to the border somewhere around here. Not entirely sure if we will know once we've gone over it, but we're really not far away from it. Need to have my wits about me here because I'm not entirely sure. I think we perhaps want to go this way. I think we got that right. It's a little bit snaky here. Look at this, absolutely crazy. But we did manage to pick the right thing, and you can see there, I think that is Kansas City. I think that perhaps, I'll just check. We might, I think right ahead of us, we're going to take a photo at that, which will be Kansas City Centre, presumably, but we'll do that in a second. And it's a massive old place, isn't it? So I don't know if any of those particular... Was it the Chrysler building? Is that Kansas? Or is that Chicago? That feels like it might be Chicago. Let's take some photos and I will see what we can find. The skyline of Kansas City. And it's got the Celestial Center. So I'm not sure quite what I'm looking at there. I'll try and put a picture of that up so you kind of know what that's supposed to be. So we are in the Show Me State, Missouri now, and we're heading just south towards Springfield. But we've got lots of stuff to go through, and we'll have a really nice look around as we're sort of talking about this. So what have we got in this particular DLC? Well, there's 12 cities that are here. They include the likes of this side of Kansas City, so Kansas was in the other DLC in Kansas, unsurprisingly. But St. Louis is another city, St. Joseph, and Jefferson City. Look at the bloody chaos that's going on here. I think we'll yeah, I think that's a potential thumbnail city there. So we've got a load of beautiful landmarks. So the Gateway Arch, don't know what that is, in St. Louis. We've got Missouri State Capitol in Jefferson City. The City Hall, and loads of other things. You've got a variety of new cargoes that we haven't seen before, which include superstructure factory, feed mill, and historic beverage factory, which sounds very, very interesting. I think we just want to make sure we don't take a right here. We want to be here. That's good. What else have we got? So we've got 9 scenic settlements. So I guess those are things that are not that don't have names. So that's pretty nice. We've got the Bagnall Dam. Looking forward to that. And the place we're going now is Springfield, which is the birthplace of Route 66. Don't really know what that is, so let me know in the comments. Transport goods to 4 underground sites. That's pretty good. We can bypass the way station. It's good. And there's a variety of hidden treasures in the countryside and the Ozark forests as well. So there's loads and loads and loads of stuff here, folks. That's very, very exciting to be in the state. It looks pretty darn amazing. So we've got a couple of 4 achievements. There's the classic achievement. So the Ozark Explorer is going to visit all the cutscenes. The Show Me State is visiting all. I think it's 10 of the. Oh, we're coming off here. Jesus, blazes. Yeah. So 10 of the. Right, this confuses me utterly. So can we just go? I'm not really sure what's going on here, but it's fine. No, don't you dare. And then we stop here. Right. That gives me a little chance to so the 10 cities in the state, so that's nice. And then you've got subterranean, so you've got 2 deliveries to these underground locations. One of them's in Kansas, so that sounds pretty darn cool. And then what a blast, you've got to deliver, let me just see this, I can't read the bloody thing. You saw that, didn't you? I'm reading and driving at the same time. Ammonia and sulfuric acid to Namchuk in Joplin, and then a dynamite delivery from it. So that sounds pretty good. It feels like you're actually building the dynamite. So that kind of constructing cargo type thing that we had in West Balkans DLC, where we're building a caravan. It's kind of doing it with dynamite, but a much smaller place. So that sounds pretty cool as well. And we've got an event where we've got to do 12, go to and from 12 cities, unique cities basically everywhere. Each delivery has to be 100 miles, or what was that in kilometres? I can't remember what that's in kilometres. So this is going to be number 1, and we're going to have a bunch more to do. So 161 kilometres, there we go. So we are currently doing delivery number 1 from Junction City to Springfield. You might notice we were in Garden City last time. I just did a little drive to get us a little closer to the border just beforehand. We fueled up. We serviced the truck. Spent $2,000 on the truck fixing that. You can see I haven't got the service light on anymore, and we had a sleep as well. So that's why we are all well and good. And you can see. Oh, what's this? Is this the dam? Is this the dam? What is this? Let's have a look. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it doesn't look like a dam to me. So so we did that delivery, and this looks so different, doesn't it? I guess we're I mean, I guess this is not far away from the sort of big rivers snaking through the country, so we're going to see a bit more trees, we're going to see a bit more vegetation, aren't we? Which is rather cool. So we've got 95 miles to go. We've sort of gone through pretty much everything that this DLC's got to offer. Remember, I want you to give me your random fact about Missouri. You don't have to know it. Go and look it up. Random fact that you find. Best ones we will share during the next few episodes. Yeah, get your hat on. Right, so we'll do another little time lapse and I'll come back. Well, folks, we are actually here in Springfield, although we are 45 miles away, which is interesting. We are going to the southern part of Springfield, but yeah, a little bit surprised with that. I think the other interesting thing, there are so many of these kind of weird junctions, which I do not understand. I mean, I know they don't really have a lot of roundabouts in the States, but this feels like something that's just a completely other level of stuff. Is that why is this? What is this? Explain. Right. Oh, there we go. It feels like that could have been so much easier to get across. Or maybe I don't know. Explain to me why it's so bloody weird. Yeah. So we're taking a right here, as you can see, and we're just basically heading around Springfield to the bottom. There is a location you can see on the right there. We're not going to go in there today. We are going to visit that next time out because we've already done quite a bit. But as you can see, there is a question mark, a couple of question marks in there. There's also a scenic viewpoint in there as well to collect. Right, I need to come out, mate. You're just hogging the lane there, mate. Hogging it. I think that's something I would like to see introduced in the game, and I think it's in there a little bit, but it's not. Doesn't feel like it's in there very much. It's a little bit more intelligence in the driving of the AI cars. So if you're indicating to come out and you're on a slip road, the car kind of moves out. You sometimes get that, but I'm never really sure whether it's anything. I wasn't indicating there. I know people will say I wasn't. I definitely wasn't. So, but if I had been, I don't think they'd have moved out for me. So I think that would be kind of a nice thing to have. And other things, where the cars maybe let you out or something like that. And the other thing with the traffic lights that frustrates me, because in the UK, and a lot of our traffic lights, we actually have sort of motion detectors on them. So if there isn't anything there, then the traffic light's not going to sit on it for ages. You'll end up, it's not the case for everywhere, but certain times of the day, as far as I understand, you will get, the traffic light will be basically triggered by cars being there. It feels like that would be nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, we're just 8 miles away. We've eaten up that bit of road really quickly, actually. I didn't even see that happening. So we'll do our first delivery. I'm not even sure where we're delivering. You can see the delivery point there. We're going to go right on red here. I've been practicing this, and I think I know how. So we'll indicate. Right, we've gone over the line. There's nothing coming. Done. It's just it's getting that enough of the truck over to register it, I think, is the problem. Indication I don't think actually matters, but it's getting that truck over the line, so they could be going right. Come on, folks. And then we're heading up there. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you've already had a look around Missouri. What do you think of it? What places should I look to visit? What are the top cities? What are the highlights? What are the lowlights? Let me know, folks. Right, here we go. So I've only got a tiny little truck for a US truck. This is absolutely minuscule. It really is. We're taking, it's almond boxes. I'm not 100% sure what that means. Is that boxes of almonds, or does that mean something completely different in the US? It's like one of those weird terminologies, but actually it's, you know, people's hands or something. What is an almond box? What I would expect it to be? Is a box made of almonds? You know, I don't know. Everything's a surprise. So we go around here. I don't really know where we're delivering to here. This looks like it's some logistical location where there's a whole bunch of stuff being delivered into here, rather than it being, you know, a supermarket or something. Nice was, well, there's train deliveries as well. So this is a serious hub. I can't really read what it says, but we're going to have this. I reckon this is going to be a 40. No, it's a 90. Right. Right, let's have a look. We're going over here. There's a little bit of room to play around with. Are we going in here? We're not going in there. We're going over here. Okay. Right, let's go. Right, this isn't. We need to just. Right, get this properly done. There we go. There we go, folks. We're going to come in. Oops. No. Come on, come on, come on. This should be alright. We're squeezing past on that side, the other side there. This is, I'm going to say it, this is expert level parking. You know, if you want me to park your stuff, you're very welcome. Very happy to do that. Just head back in. There we go. And away we go. We've actually, I forgot to do this, we've actually got a skill point to put on from the last video. So 11 out of 20 parking. Nice little bit there. We have got a skill point that we're going to put on right now, so we'll do that. I think what we are going to do is this one, because we do need to be able to transport dynamite as one of the achievements, so feels like we should. Oh no, explosives is class 1, so we can already do that. But actually, some of I think some of the class 2 stuff is. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll go with that one anyway. Let's do that. Okay, folks. So we are here. We got 1 out of 12 with cruising Missouri. So we've ticked off Springfield. Next time round, we've got to do a 100-mile delivery. We'll probably try and do a couple in each episode because they're only going to be relatively short. Should be fun. We're going to explore the whole city, the whole state. We're going to be doing all sorts of things, exploring all the achievements, spending a bit of time here. So if that sounds like fun, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.